We're in the Kabeljous area of Jeffreys Bay where fires ravaged this area right behind me. If my camera colleague BC can just show you back here behind me on this mountain or hill. This is exactly where we got caught up in those flames yesterday at around 12 o'clock when we did our crossing to Joburg yesterday. As you can see, a majority of the fire has been put out. There are some areas that are smoldering, like right here in front of us now. But for the most part, the Kouga Municipality, with quiet confidence, does feel that these fires are under control. I'm joined now by the Mayor of the municipality, Mr. Hattingh Bornman. So thank you so much for joining us. Just give us an update on what's been happening since yesterday.
Thanks so much. Yes, our firefighters worked extremely hard through the night, and this morning, with air support from the helicopters of working on fire, we were able to contain and get this area under control where we are now, as you said. And it's we've got teams just still damping down and making sure there's nothing smoldering with the winds picking up. But in the other areas, St. Francis Bay is 100% under control. We've still got one team there making sure nothing flares up with high winds that's coming. The biggest area of concern currently is behind Humansdorp, where the fire has gone into a kloof area, and it's very hard to reach there, and there's high flames, and we don't want the fire to spread into the mountains there when the wind picks up. So both helicopters are working on that side now, plus a lot of people on the ground. So we're really hoping that we can stop that very soon.
In terms of road closures, I was on the N2 earlier, that's open. Is there anything else within the small towns that are still closed, or other areas of concern? Because as you mentioned, the fires are more outside the towns and the cities of the municipality.
Yeah, at this stage the N2 is open between Jeffreys Bay and Humansdorp as well. It was closed yesterday on and off. We will keep our residents informed as to the road between Humansdorp and Hankey, the R330, with the smoke blowing in that direction. That might become visibility might become a little bit more difficult later on, but at this stage everything is still open.
And then just an update on the electricity and the water situation. We obviously understand that the fires affected our power lines, especially our reservoirs as well into the area.
Yeah, St. Francis was off for a long time. St. Francis Bay, Cape St. Francis and Oyster Bay, and Eskom worked on that really hard, and they were able to be switched on. I think yesterday about 3 o'clock they were on again, and then all the other areas went off for a short time, but they're back on again. Water is sufficient resources available. We're making use of all sorts of water that is available. So at this stage we're comfortable that we've got enough.
And then lastly, Mr. Mayor, we saw on your Facebook post this morning when you gave an update, you said the SPCA is here. Just tell us what role they play in maybe helping the animals and ensuring that they're safe.
Yeah, we've got a huge amount of game farms here and farmland that's been damaged very severely. So the SPCA nationally came through this morning, and just to make sure that they help as well with whatever animal management is necessary, whether fixing fences or whether gathering a flock that's been lost, or whatever the case may be. There's some horse farms here as well that's needed to be moved and so forth. So they're really assisting a lot with that as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor, and all the best for the rest of the fires.
Thank you very much.
That was just the Mayor of the Kouga Municipality, just giving us an update on what's been happening in the Kouga Municipality, saying that with quiet confidence they feel the worst is over. As you can see, it is quite cool today, overcast. Last night they had a prayer session, praying for rain, praying for these rains to stop, and hopefully that it's the worst is now over. We know the South African Weather Service also issued a red bushveld fire warning with extreme weather conditions predicted for the next few days. So it was just a earnest warning and caution to residents within these small towns of the western part of the Eastern Cape, just to be vigilant, not make open fires, and just to ensure that everyone is safe. And if anyone sees any smoke or fires flare up, that they notify the relevant authorities immediately.